All right, guys, welcome back. So, just got to add a scene that Alien Romulus, great movie. Great movie. Not the best in the franchise, but the best in the franchise since Aliens in 1986. Probably the third best film in the franchise. For me, it's Aliens, Alien, then Alien Romulus. Um, the cast, no, this will be a light review. I'm not going to go into spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for you, just in case you haven't seen the film. But so I'm going to give you a light, breezy overview. The cast, they were fine. No one blew me away. I didn't recognize anyone. Maybe just because I'm getting older, I'm like, young Hollywood and you kids, you little young whippersnappers. Old man yells at cloud, seeing a bunch of kids on screen. They all did fine. No one excelled and no one sucked. They did great for what it was. It does have a bit of a slow beginning. The first 25 minutes are kind of slow. It's a bit of a slog. It's like, oh man, this is, tick tock, tick tock, out of I think it's a 2 hour film. But once it picks up and it hits full gear, full force from then on to the end of the film. Visually, it is eye candy. It is so gorgeous. You feel like you've been transported to a different planet, a different time. They capture the feel of the alien world, that the ships are both futuristic yet run down. They've been lived in. They're old, they're dirty, but it's technology beyond our time. It's great. Once it picks up is when they introduce the facehuggers, and I swear, you fear the facehuggers. This is more facehuggers. I don't want to say facehugger centric, but they really put a shine on the facehuggers that more than any other film in the franchise has. And so it was really cool. And they also added to the mythology of both. And not, like I said, I'm spoiler free, spoiler free. But what I like is that they added to the mythology of both the facehugger and the xenomorph. These creatures are so well known, but yet we're going to keep what everyone knows. We're going to keep it familiar, but we're going to add just a little bit of our own flavor to it. And I always get a kick out of that instead of just going, oh, ho hum, more of the same, more of the same. Who cares? Seeing it, done it, whatever. Um, there are Easter eggs and references to other films in the franchise, which I got a kick out of because it's like, longtime fans of this film franchise, like, oh yeah, they're showing me some love, they're showing me that they care. So I like that. That was pretty cool. Um, I do, however, have one major question. Like, wait, so if they're on this ship, then how are these things over here? That doesn't make sense to me. Now, maybe they explained it in the film, and my dumbass just didn't pay attention because I was just looking at how visually beautiful it is and trying to look at every little corner and like, is there a reference here, a reference there? But you know, that's me. But like I said, once it hits the face huggers, it's full force from then on out. Now, there is something interesting about this film because it does. You can feel it come to its natural progression, its natural end of this is where the film is going to end, and then it doesn't. And it goes on for about 10 more minutes. I want to say maybe 15, I don't know, 10 or 15 more minutes beyond what it felt like its natural ending point was. And I have a mixed feeling about this because what they do, I felt was, like I said, spoiler free. What they do, I felt was completely unnecessary. But at the same time, it got the biggest audience reaction. Everyone just went, whoa, like, oh my God, oh my, what? Like, people were like gasping in the audience, like, what the hell? I mean, it was freaky. I will admit, it was freaky. So I'm kind of torn. I thought it was unnecessary, but at the same time, it was kind of wicked cool at the same time. So I'm in that conundrum. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So definitely, if you are a fan of the franchise in a thumbs up or thumbs down world, definitely a thumbs up, definitely a win for the franchise. I hope it does well at the box office because good cinema deserves to be rewarded. I think this is a shot in the arm, a rejuvenation of the franchise that it so desperately needed, like how Prey was for Predator. I mean, after Predators, the franchise became a joke. But then you had Predators on Hulu. It's like, oh man, this is what they can do with it. You know, now they're talking about a Prey 2, or maybe it's going to get a theatrical release. And to a lesser extent, Hulu's, I think it was 2022's Hellraiser, that needed gave it a much boost in its franchise, since the franchise after Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, everything after that was just, you know, just a sharp decline in the franchise. Just ouch. But that's another story for another time. But you know what? This was good. They paid respect. They made you fear the xenomorph again. Where at a certain point you just wonder, because the xenomorph is so popular, such a pop culture icon, is like, can you really fear what everyone knows again? You know, can you really, can you put the toothpaste? This is gonna be a horrible analogy, but can you put the toothpaste back in the tube? Can you put the genie back in the lamp once everyone's seen it? They do. With what they do with shadows and lighting and practical effects is mwah, chef's kiss. Absolutely amazing. So hopefully it does well at the box office. Hopefully it's a win for the franchise and fans of the franchise. Anyways, if you've seen the movie, what do you think? Comment down in the section below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, take care and take it easy.